This was filmed on the 18th of April 2021. I gathered two friends and they tried to push me over. They couldn't. That alone creates a question. Two people applying force should win, but they don't. As they pushed, I absorbed their pressure and allowed it to sink into the ground by releasing tension in my body. Therefore, their force had nothing to push against. Most people rely on brute strength, but internal power is about the mind. Here, my training partner from last year is pushing me. At first, he expects a context of force, but when I stop fighting force with force, everything changes. He struggles, not because I overpower him, but because I transform his pressure. I root, I yield, I neutralize. But this was not always the case. In 2020, I couldn't do this and lacked the understanding. That changed when my Shifu, Dr. Jeff Lan, invited me to train with him. He showed me the fundamentals of how to use internal power. Fast forward to now, and I coach one of the top movement coaches on Instagram, Stéphane Duvivier, aka Eduvi. So here's the real question. If it is not muscular force, then what is it? In 1991, Dr. J. Andrew Armour rediscovered that the heart contains approximately 40,000 neurons. At the time, this challenged modern assumptions. The heart was supposed to be a pump, nothing more, but this discovery confirmed what ancient Daoist masters had understood long ago. The heart influences the brain, and it is not merely an organ for pumping blood. That raises a problem. If the heart affects the mind, then emotional states like sadness or excitement don't just happen in the head, they involve the body. This is why in martial arts such as Xingyi Liu Chuan or Tai Chi Chuan, Tai Chi, one trains to learn how to harmonize the heart-mind. So this establishes this balance. One sinks the chest while rounding the upper back. The action originates from the mind will or intent known as E, which guides the breath downwards to a point a few centimeters below the navel, the lower dantian. But if you zoom out, you'll notice that this practice engages three nervous systems: the central nervous system, the intrinsic cardiac nervous system, and the enteric nervous system. Just modern science rediscovering what the Daoists call the three dantians. And so the sinking of the chest and the rounding of the upper back aligns these three systems and harmonizes them. But with this alignment, the mind will descends like water, tempering the heart. The result is release. Tension dissolves, energy or chi flows smoothly, and internal force rises naturally from the ground. But not due to brute muscular strength, it is due to the mind will. The muscles are used by releasing tension and mobilizing the fascia, and by relying on the bones and other connective tissues and the softening of the joints. But how does one cultivate this? Standing meditation. One of the fundamental exercises I've been coaching Stefan on, who I mentioned earlier is a top movement coach on Instagram. You can access the free tutorial by clicking the link in the description or the pinned comment. But if you're truly serious and want to go deeper, click the link in the description or the pinned comment for the full roadmap into developing internal power. Ultimately, the practices like the slow form e-martial arts like Tai Chi or standing meditation cultivate the mind will, E, the intent. And as the saying goes, where the mind goes, energy flows. So how does one use internal power? The answer is simple: by relying on the mind will to direct movements, not the forceful contraction of the muscles.